you've heard of hot yoga, you are interested in trying it, but you have no idea what to expect. This video is for you. If you are interested in trying Bikram yoga, 26 and 2 yoga, original hot yoga, it's known by many different names now, but what it is, it's 26 postures, 2 breathing exercises done in a room heated to 105 degrees, 50% humidity, and in a span of 90 minutes. That hot yoga. The first and most important thing is that you begin to hydrate, as in right now. So don't wait until you decide to go to class or show up to class to start drinking water, especially if you're someone who's not used to drinking water to begin with. Coming to class hydrated will make or break your experience. I've done both, and I can tell you firsthand that coming dehydrated will make the class the most miserable experience in the entire planet. So I like using this equation to figure out how much water you need. So you take your body weight and you divide that number in half. That number is the number of ounces you need to be drinking of water per day. I like to take the number of ounces, plug it into Google, and convert it to cups so that I can just use my mason jar to figure out how many cups of water I need per day. And that usually helps me stay on track. But that's a good rule of thumb just to do daily. So make sure to just show up hydrated and you'll have a better time than not doing so. The second thing is to come prepared with the right gear. The class will obviously make you sweat quite a bit, so you want to make sure you have your yoga mat, beach size towel. Nowadays they have every kind of towel you need for hot yoga, but something that will absorb the sweat so that you don't slip on your mat. And as far as clothing goes, make sure you're not wearing anything too baggy, because the sweat will make everything feel heavier and hotter and more uncomfortable. And there are a lot of companies out there that make yoga clothes for hot yoga that are easily washable and light, etc. I go through them pretty quickly, so I end up just buying my stuff at Salvation Army, but anything that's light and that will be basically out of the way from moving. In addition to water, bring with you some electrolytes. Here is a recipe you can screenshot. You can also bring coconut water as well. The next thing is, given that it's your first class, feel no pressure whatsoever to compete with anyone in the room. Likely the people in the room will have done this before, many of them for many, many years. So just take it easy and pace yourself, monitor yourself. If you start feeling like you need to take a break, don't wait till it's too late. Like, catch the early signs. A little bit of dizziness, a little bit of overwhelming, like, okay, that's a moment to just pause, breathe. I always suggest keeping your spine straight. Often folks who start feeling overwhelmed tend to collapse because it's so hard and it's so hot. So that all it does is it closes off your respiratory system, making it harder to breathe. And that's the first thing you need to do, is breathe in order to keep the therapy of the practice going. So keep your spine straight, even if that means standing still, if that means sitting down, keep your spine straight and breathe, take your break, and carry on when you are ready. And know that the hot yoga, it's the same class every single time. So even if you don't nail your first class, it's okay, because the next class and the one after that, they're all following the same format. So over time, you're going to get familiar with the process and it'll be way easier than your first time. And lastly, there is going to be a lot of information coming your way. In the traditional Bikram 26 and 2 class, we do 26 postures, 2 breathing exercises, and we do most of those things twice. So 2 sets of most of the postures. And it's with each posture comes a lot of information. Do this, do that, and it comes at you fast. We do these postures in 90 minutes, and it's a lot to do. The pace must go on, so to speak. So don't be alarmed if you don't catch it all. That's the beauty of this practice, is that you get to fine tune it and refine it over the years. And especially if you start slow and calm and give yourself all the grace, come hydrated. Even if you don't complete the first entire class, as in do all the postures, you are setting yourself up for a lifelong practice. Unlike most sports that over time tend to damage the body or break it down, with yoga, you can do this for as long as, as long as we are given breath, so to speak. So I hope this is helpful. And if you have any other questions about your first class that you might be curious or nervous about, leave a comment or feel free to reach out. Happy hot yoga.